Brother Osman was born on September the 2nd, 1939, and is the 10th child born to Henry and Mary Almanza. His parents, along with Master Farad Muhammad, helped establish Muhammad's Temple #1 in Detroit. Now that's true pioneers, true pioneers. As pioneers, they followed the late Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They followed him, and he attended the first University of Islam. His parents felt very strongly about not sending their children to public schools, as Sister Claire Muhammad did, and they both were imprisoned for not allowing their children to attend public schools. Brother Osman was a junior and senior FOI. And in 1975, he immediately pledged his loyalty to Imam W.D. Muhammad. He served on the security team for Imam, and whenever he visited Michigan, and worked in this capacity until Imam's passing. He often said, not only was Imam Muhammad his leader, he was his friend. Osman would say his mother, Mary, rocked Imam Muhammad before she rocked him. Today, he works with the grandson of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the son of Imam W.D. Muhammad, Awardee Mohammed II, president of Mosque. That's 3 generations. 3 generations. So we must know by now that Awardee Mohammed II is in his rightful place. Brother Osman, along with brothers from Detroit, they formed the Muslim Men and Fellowship Organization, where he was the president. They worked with the sisters of the League of Muslim Women to rehab and housing for sisters who need housing. They asked why he works so hard. He says that he would love for Imam Muhammad's lectures to be heard nationally and internationally. Brother Almanza is married to the lovely Samira Almanza, and they have, stand up, sis. Would you please come up? Thank you very much. She's so shy. She's the one, this is the glue. She's the one that's behind him.
That's the only reason I'm here. So silly.
How many children you got?
Between us, we have 10.
Between them, they have 10 children. Will you tell us how many grandchildren?
Between us, we have 10 children. What is it, 20 grandchildren? He has a great-grand. I don't have those. But we have a beautiful family. I thank you guys more and more for blessing us with this award.
You read it for me.
Now I got to read it?
Yes.
With Allah's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer, Pioneer Award presented to Osman Almanza, my husband. That's not on here, but anyway. In recognition of your outstanding services, faithfulness, dedication, and loyalty, Savior's Day 2013, Allah God has the power to save. The Mosque Ministry of W.D. Muhammad II, President, February 23rd, 2013. Thank you.
I got a half hour to talk, a whole half hour.
No.
Just kidding. Listen, I just want to thank all of you and thank Allah for this opportunity, and my mother and my father and all the pioneers that went ahead of us that paid this price. And believe me, brothers and sisters, what you see here tonight in this room, this was a capacity Because at one time, you could get us all in the closet and still have room to turn on the lights. Yeah. Because, I mean, Islam, when my mother and them accepted the teaching, and in 30, in summer of 1930, and Sister Clara, when she first came into to hear the teaching, and they would all meet at different ones' homes. Because they didn't have, there was nobody rentable building, they didn't have no money to rent one anyway because of the Depression. And at that time, and this is one of the things that I think we need to stress as far as the pioneers. I was looking at Sister Zelly a while ago when she come in there walking, and she put me in mind of Sister Clara and Sister Addie Muhammad. That was Mohammed then, his Muhammad. But she used to walk, and they walked with they didn't walk over. They walked with their head back, you know, and I'm proud. You know, it wasn't no shame in their game, and they, you know, and this is what you have to realize. It was when they came Muslims, it wasn't fashionable to be a Muslim. Even Orthodox Muslims came to America, they changed their name from Hassan to Hassan, from Shah to Shah, everything, anything but Muhammad was Mo, anything. But they didn't want to be Muslim. Don't let nobody know he was a Muslim. Go in the closet and pray. But Elijah Muhammad, after Master Farad taught him, and he raised him. He put it like with the language we use. So he raised him from a dead level, and he put him on the perpendicular and the square. Okay? When he put him there, he went out and he taught. The first thing was the MGT and the GCC, Muslim Girl Training and General Civilization class. All right? He taught you keep your home, your husband, and all your family. The brother's his job was to go out and get whatever was needed for the home. You didn't get no question about, man, I can't do it. No, brother, you did it. It wasn't a thing about need more. It was got to have. And that's a whole different world. So there's never a right time to do wrong, and there's never a wrong time to do right. So I ask you, the mosque here is a continuation. I was blessed. My mother lived in 3 generations. She lived in the 18th century, the 19th century, and the 20th century. She was 109 when she left this life. It was on this day in 206 that she left here. And the Imam was teaching at Cobo Hall when she expired. When she left, she said, the night before she left, we had prayer. She said, I'm ready to go. And then she went to sleep. When they called Cobo, said, you better come. Mom's gone. I went there, and she was sitting up just the way she was when we left. She had prayer, and she left with prayer. And this is something that she expressed to all of us. I mean, we were 10 kids. My father wasn't allowed to attend the community, the temple, because he was a freeborn. But he loved Master Elijah Muhammad, and Master Elijah loved him. And like I said, what I'm telling you, you can verify by his family. He too. Nathaniel and Raya, but she's not capable of remembering. But everything that happened. But I remember once, Master Elijah Muhammad, when they were chasing him for his life, they wanted to kill him. And he was going, he told my father and them, he said, well, they would stay up all night watching while he rested and slept. But he stayed with his brother, Willie Muhammad. That's who the Masjid Wali Muhammad is named after. Okay? So when the Imam came in, he named it Wali Muhammad, Willie Muhammad, and that was his uncle. But he said that no greater love has man who will give his life for his brother. And that's Elijah Muhammad time. He said he could look through the mirror, you know, he had them old 39 Buicks and 36 Fords and stuff, you know, a little bitty mirror there. You could look through the mirror. He said he could see the brother that was chasing him to kill him. He said he could see his green eyes. The brother had green eyes. He said he could see him. You ask me too. He said, and these things, you know, here's a man that's running for his life to get this teaching established. So when he had to leave his family. And this is why it's so important for us to remember Sister Clara Muhammad. We in our prayers, in our supposition, we should always ask for Allah to grant them peace and paradise and forgive them of their sins and fault, because they paid a price. And that sister, she was the fabric that kept this community together. Because without her, there wouldn't have been no number 2 or number 3 or nothing else. When he was in prison, she went to the prison in Holland, Michigan. And that was a 12-hour drive from Chicago to Milan, because there was no freeways. There was 2-lane highways and then a 36